Hi, my name is Karen Borders, and I'm a child abuse expert with Evidence Based Incorporated. What I'm going to do today is talk to you about child abuse. And child abuse not only incorporates physical abuse, but also sexual abuse. And what I'd like to do is give you some information that can help you and your family and friends be able to recognize some issues regarding child sexual abuse. And one of the main things that people ask me is, well, how do you even identify a child predator or sexual molester? And it's a difficult question to answer because a child abuser or molester looks like anybody. They don't have a big mole growing out of their face or ear. They don't have a certain hairstyle. They look like anybody. They look like the guy down working at the grocery store, at the market, or at the gas station. Looks like anybody. Looks like the guy driving the car next to you. There's no way to be able to say, this is what a child molester looks like. As a matter of fact, a child molester can look like Grandpa, can look like Uncle Bob, can look like your next door neighbor, can look like your child's teacher, can look like the coach. That's what makes this so difficult, is because it's those people that you trust. It's those people that are in your lives today. It's not the stranger on the street that is going to grab your child and sexually molest your child. Does that happen? Unfortunately, yes, it does happen. But those cases are few and far between. We hear about them in the news because it does happen, but those are not the those are the exception to the rule. Those are not what predominantly happens. So what you need to know is that in order to be able to protect your children, you've got to look at those people that you trust, those people that are charming, those people that are trying to get close to you, to get close to your children. So what you've got to do is you've got to look at some of the red flags, which are there people in your lives that are giving gifts to your children? And then question, why are they giving gifts to your children? What's the purpose? What's the value of the gifts? Does somebody give your child a $500 television or a $500 iPad for no reason whatsoever? I would question that. What's the purpose of that gift? What do they expect in return for that gift? You know, unfortunately, I question everything, and you as a parent should do the same thing. Now, when it comes to friends and relatives, you've got to be questioning them also. I know that sometimes that's difficult to do, but friends and relatives sometimes don't have the best intention. When somebody is a child molester, it's something that they cannot get over. A molester has a predisposition to want to be close to children. It's not something that they can turn on and off. It's something that is there. It's something that is a desire that drives them towards children. And because of that, they will do everything and anything to get to a child, whether it's your child or somebody else's child. So you just have to keep your intuition awake and look out for those people that want to get close to your children. If you've got a teacher that doesn't have children himself, if you've got coaches that don't have children themselves, I would question, or Boy Scout leaders, I would question, why do they want to be close to the children? And predominantly, this is a male-dominated crime. You don't see a whole lot of women that are committing this type of a crime. Does it happen? Occasionally, but it's mainly a male-dominated type crime. Now, some of the behavioral patterns that go along with this that you need to look for is if your child starts doing something differently. They change their behavioral patterns, something that they enjoyed doing previously, and now all of a sudden they don't want to do it. They enjoyed going to baseball practice, and now all of a sudden they don't want to go to baseball practice. What changed? Why don't they want to go? That's something that you need to talk to them about, to find out what changed. Why don't they want to be there anymore? If their behavioral patterns change as far as their habits, their sleeping habits or eating habits, find out, question that. What's going on with them? Whether you have to take them to talk to somebody, whether you take them to a school counselor, whether you take them to a professional counselor. If they won't talk to you, take them to somebody to talk to. Don't let that go unnoticed, because the sooner that you can identify if something's happened to them, then the sooner you can get them the help that they need. If they have sexual knowledge that they shouldn't know about at a certain age, if you've got a very young child that knows about explicit sexual behavior, where did they find that out? Did they find it out from a schoolmate at school that perhaps is being sexually molested? Then of course that would need to be investigated. So maybe nothing's happening to your child, but maybe something's happening to another child. So do what you can to help other people in their plight against child sexual abuse also. Also, what you want to do is you want to make sure that if the kids are have friends over and they're involved in sexual play with one another, some of that is normal behavior. Some of it isn't. But what you need to do is you need to redirect that behavior and then ask some questions later on about what is going on and why they were involved in that behavior. And then do some investigation to find out, what age limit is appropriate for what type of behavior. Or call somebody and ask them. Call me. I'll tell you what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. Or call a local therapist to find out. Anybody, just reach out and find out that information. As it is right now, 1 in 4 girls will be the victim of a sexual assault in their lifetime. That's not acceptable, and as parents we need to do whatever we can to help our children. So do something today, help your children, and let's do what we can to make children's lives better. So thanks for listening. Have a great day.